I'd like to talk about 3 common errors I noticed when do-it-yourselfers creating their garden bed or their trough, especially on their curb. Now, I don't mean tomatoes, celery, cabbage, etc. I mean ornamental plants. 3 common errors they make when you do it yourself. Error number 1, there's a lack of symmetry when doing these beds. Now, I'm sure we would all agree, if we see someone is good looking, pretty, handsome, chances are their face is symmetrical. The left side of their face is very similar to the right side of their face. Once again, I'm sure we all would agree, you would describe me as a handsome guy. Now, however, if you take my eyebrow, one of my eyebrow, erase it and place it to the center of my forehead. Take this same nose, put it on this side of my face. The symmetry will be gone. I'll look crazy. This is what we tend to do with plants. If you ask a plant lover what type of plants you like, chances are they'll say all of them. However, if you take all the plants you like and put it in a trough, in a garden bed, it might look a little crazy, a little disoriented. Let me give you some examples of what a crazy trough tends to look like. Not finished. Anyway, I think we'll get the point. Let's say this is a garden trough made out of concrete or stone or edging. We like so much of plants, we try to put all of them in one little trough. So you have a green plant here, red, green. This was supposed to be black finish. 2 black plants here, or let's call it white plants. As you can see, there's no sort of symmetry, there's no sort of balance to this trough. However, I'll just draw like 3 examples of what a garden trough could look like. Alright, 3 examples of some troughs you could have done, to get some sort of balance. Let's start in the middle. All the plants, same size, same color, same species. They're lined up, symmetrical, simple. Let's try this one. Green ones on the outer, on the ends, middle, and red ones being between. We can see a sort of balance. Also this one here, red one as the centerpiece, green small ones on the outside. Some sort of balance. Choose anyone, doesn't matter, but if we can't build all these in front, it'll look crazy. Choose a certain pattern and do it in front. Symmetrical, balance. I'm going to show you a quick one I did for a client. Now this client had a fair idea what type of plants they wanted, so we took our idea and basically built on it. Not sure if you can see this, but she had a trough directly against her wall on the house. Had some windows, boom. So what we did, we took a bird of paradise plant, put it on the ends, in between, so it will grow between the windows. These are the windows. Then some scheffleras, cordylines. And as you can see, these plants, they will stay small, but we could trim them to stay that size. These will grow tall. So if you look at it, cameraman, you seeing this clearly? you can see some sort of balance taking place. Maybe one day, with her permission, I'll be able to show you an actual photo of what it came out, how it ended up looking. So always try to go with some sort of symmetry, some sort of balance. Point number two, error number two I should say, when building the garden trough, especially like on curbs, tend to put the soil or the deco stone a little too low in the trough. You should be able to see the beauty of the trough from a distance. But if it's too low, if you put the soil too low in the garden, in the trough, chances are we'll have to come up to the trough, look down inside a hole in order to see the beauty of it. No. The soil should be just below the lip of the edging. Just enough so it wouldn't spill over, just enough when you water any plants, the water wouldn't overflow. But from a distance, you should be able to see the beauty of the soil and the deco stone. It creates a nice contrast. Don't create a big deep hole where you have to go down, probably even to see the plants. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. Point number three, last point, not understanding the final and mature size of your plants. For example, let's say your curb again, you go in the plant shop, you see some, let's say, palm trees. Plant the palm trees when it's small, beautiful. Not understanding that, okay, these palm trees will eventually get big, probably block your view of the road, probably overwhelm the size of the little trough we have. If you wanted that privacy to block the road or whatever, fine, so be it. But understand the size, the final size of your plant. Some plants can be pruned and we keep the size of it. But some plants, like the palm tree, the most you can do is clip the dead leaves, but the plant will continue growing. You can't cut the top of a plant, cut the top of a palm tree and expect it to look good. So, 3 common errors, try to avoid them. Avoid the lack of symmetry in the trough. Next one is the soil or deco stone tend to be too low in the trough. And last one, not understanding the height or the size of the mature plant while it's growing. If you like this kind of tip, let me know, put in the comments. Check out Brooms Lawn Care if you want inspiration. Name is Sheldon Brooms. Take care.